restored Gothic cathedral. In the crypt of the cathedral, many famous Poles lie buried, among them the author of Quo Vadis, Henryk Sienkiewicz. The catacombs link up with the royal castle, or rather they used to, because the castle is no more. It was destroyed during the last war. Now only King Sigmund's column stands on Castle Square, and he gets a fine view of the river, the Vistula, from the top of his column. He surveys the royal route. This way, the carriages ran through the heart of the city. Even today, we can make the trip in a hansom cab, though there aren't many of them left anymore, I'm afraid. The route is lined with the residences and palaces of the merchants and aristocrats. Palaces next door to churches, the classical front face of St. Anne's Church, and the house in which Marie Curie Skłodowska worked. Oh, and the little garden with the statue to Poland's greatest 19th century poet, Adam Mickiewicz. And just a little further along the road, there are the two big hotels, both of them built in the 19th century and both completely modernized, the Bristol and the Europejski. And now we're at the other end of the royal route, in Łazienki Park, one of the loveliest in Europe. It was laid out by Poland's last king, a man of the arts and letters, a person of rare distinction. His park is a work of art in itself, it really is, bedecked by the palace on the water, a jewel glittering among the emerald trees. Another lovely spot in Łazienki Park is the garden around the statue of Frédéric Chopin. On summer Sundays, there are concerts of his music right here in the open air. The house in which Chopin lived is now the Academy of Fine Arts. It's just opposite Warsaw University. And along the road, there's the Polish Academy of Sciences. And in front of the Sciences Academy, there's a statue of another great Pole, Nicholas Copernicus, the man who bid the sun to halt and made the earth move. This is a typical sound of Warsaw, the sound of building in progress. In fact, some people say that the city seems like one enormous building site. They're building houses and blocks of flats, whole residential districts. They've rebuilt the enormous Grand Theatre, one of the largest opera houses in Europe. Of the original building, the work of Corazzi, only the facade remained. Behind that front, a massive theatre has been rebuilt, and everything now is so modern and up-to-date, even though the facade remains old-fashioned. In front of the theatre, there stands a bronze statue of a woman with a sword raised on high, the Warsaw Knight, monument to all those who fell in the fight to free the city. And behind her, right opposite the theatre, there are the tall and slender modern blocks of flats which tower up to the sky, or at least they seem to. So this is Warsaw. All this and so much more. And Warsaw doesn't only live again. It lives and grows more beautiful with each passing year. Each time one comes back to the city, one finds that it's been further enriched. New things pop up all the time. The place is always changing. And yet, the more it changes, the more it remains the same. The same warm and friendly place it's always been.
Każdy gmach Warszawy. Ale byłem, sam widziałem, choć tęskniejsza łzawa, choć nie taka, jak ją znałem, ale jest Warszawa, choć nie taka, jak ją znałem, ale jest Warszawa.